You know when I said in my pilot video that I was going to make these videos monthly? Well, as you can see, I managed to put a new video within a week. Hello everyone, my name is Blade of Kagakeo and I'm here to talk about motorsports and sim racing from the furry side of things. I was going to do a video about the chaotic F1 driver market that was going on in the last couple of weeks. However, I woke up one morning to see a report that actually caught my eye and probably more relevant regarding the Formula 1 driver Daniel Abt. Rather than rushing in to make a hasty opinion on the matter, I actually took my time over a week looking at both sides of the story so it can give me a different and hopefully more fair assessment on the matter. To bring everyone up to speed, while the current world situation has been carrying on, Formula E has decided to set up a virtual sim racing event for all drivers and sim racers alike to have fun and raise money for charity. This is also being broadcasted live on TV, which also have backing from the sponsors just to fill in the TV slots where real world racing normally happens. However, during round 5 of this Formula E event, something quite bizarre happened, particularly with the Audi driver Daniel Abt, who appears to be driving with an unusual driving style at this event. This driving style appears to have, during qualifying, helped him to get into second place, where in previous events he was much further behind. In a race, it didn't take too long for Daniel Abt to get into the lead, as he overtook Stoffel van Dorn. However, as Van Dorn got overtaken, he actually commented on this Twitch stream quite clearly that this was not how Daniel Abt normally drives. Van Dorn was not the only one who got suspicious, as the former IndyCar champion Dario Franchitti, who was commentating on the event, even noted that he must have changed his style in order to get that high in the race. Not only that, there's a brief glimpse on Daniel Abt's screen with a microphone appears to be covering his face. In the end, Daniel Abt managed to finish third in the race, but this was still considerably high if you take his previous results into consideration. Not only that, he appears to be absent in the post-race interview. Following the race event, the organisers decided to check the IP address, and as it turned out, it didn't come from Daniel Abt. In fact, it appeared to be coming from the other race-at-home driver in the sim racers category, Lorenzo Hosering. Because of this, the event organisers has decided to disqualify Daniel Abt on the race, stripping away his points he previously earned in other races, as well as slapping him with a €10,000 fine, which ended up going to a charity of his choice, of course. However, this ended up having a wider impact, as he ended up losing his real-world drive at Audi for his conduct. In the normal circumstances, this is normally considered a very unsporting thing to do, but what most people forget at this event was this was pitched at being racing for fun and for charity. Not only that, what really happened leading up to this was not as clear-cut as the initial headlines was given out. Let's take it from the view from Daniel Abt's viewpoint. Before the event even started, Daniel Abt openly asked sim racers on Twitch if they wanted to take over his drive for a bit of fun and to show how good sim racers are compared to real world drivers, and of course, Lorenzo Hosering volunteered. I must point out that Daniel Abt on his own Twitch stream was not hiding the fact that he was doing it. If anything, he was actually being open about it. And since he was going by what was pitched to him was being a bit of fun and for charity, he thought it might be okay to do it as a bit of a prank and for entertainment for fans, where he planned to do a video after the race that happened. It has been said by a few other drivers that Daniel Abt is known to have a bit of a laugh and have a bit of a fun on grid. To be honest, when you look at this, especially the fact he was being open about it on his own Twitch stream, and he was nice enough to allow other sim racers to have a go, I actually think it's a pretty awesome thing to do, especially if you want to get close to fans. After all, it's only virtual racing. As long as you don't ruin it for others, of course. After this incident, Daniel Abt decided to do a video with a heartfelt apology explaining his actions, which, to be fair, he did a really good job at. He didn't beat around the bush about it, he was open and truthful and not try to hide or lie the fact of what he's done. He had explained everything, as well as saying that he paid a fine straight away, as well as explaining that he did do it for fun and not for any malicious reasons. However, the sad truth to it is that this was a televised event where a lot of real world sponsors was heavily involved. This was to help fill the void of entertainment for not having real world races. During this event, some racing teams would like to take their drivers to treat the esports just as seriously as they would doing real world racing, just to provide for entertainment for racing fans who prefer proper racing. Even for sim racing YouTuber Jimmy Broadbent once pointed out himself, the cars might not be real, but the racing is. In my view about this, I think it was way too harsh for Audi to drop Daniel Abt, especially the fact it was picturing that it was a race for fun, it was for charity, and the fact when he did it, he didn't actually do it for any malicious reasons, or for the fact he went out to ruin everybody else's races. Yes, he should have told his employees about these first, and yes, he did pay a fine for his exploits. Bear in mind, it did go to good causes. I hope you liked my views and thoughts in this video. See you soon, and how are you later?